in a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers. The final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss, there wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of him as the first boss. Predecessor to the tribal chief.
He is one of, if not the foundation for our family. The Anawa'i Fatu Maivia wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
Peter Maivia isn't simply one of the two principals behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maivia would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maivia knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maivia as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steele. You will settle this score once and forever, and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maivia, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steele is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maivia properly with a resounding victory.
Uh-oh, somebody called the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steele.
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man. And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia. Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds,
better keep an eye on Maivia because Maivia is a true brawler.
Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
Maivia carrying such pride into the ring.
Very stark contrast to Steel.
We'll see which prevails tonight.
High Chief Peter Maivia taking on George the Animal Steel in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain them. Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name. And who knows, maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime.
Well, before any of that happens, the High Chief needs to survive this war against the animal.
Gonna scale the cage wall now.
From the heavens. Oof, nobody home. Ooh, walloped by a huge club.
Big back body drop. You see the height on that?
The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I heard some consider him the personification of Maui.
Oh, chop!
Jarring European uppercut.
Headlock cinched in and just
Tossed without regard. I've seen Saxon thrown out of a few local bars like that before.
Oh, please don't remind me, Corey.
We've seen that Steel isn't above using a foreign object to gain the edge against Maivia. So he's got to have the advantage in a match where they're surrounded by one huge... And he goes for the pin. And he powers out.
He's determined to keep this matchup going.
Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian. And the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anawa'i family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
When you add on the fact that Maivia was born and raised in Samoa, you can see the great pride he has for that land and its people in the tribal ink that covers his body.
Powerbomb! He comes crashing back down.
I don't think that's what he had planned. Look at Maivia going to work on the animal.
The High Chief has all the answers right now.
Oh, man, jarring headbutt. Boom. Powerful kick.
George the Animal Steel might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost a match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steel's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage.
Well, Maivia's called the High Chief in part because...
And what he's looking for here looks like a potential submission maneuver coming.
A stump puller.
And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
Ooh! Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
And you can see Steel is struggling to weather the storm of the High Chief.
Chop block.
Bam! Ah, kick. Nasty kick. Ooh.
Strong kick. My goodness. And Steel is one step quicker.
Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steel as competitors. One man based on... diving leg drop!
Headbutt!
He's looking to gain the higher ground on the wall of the cage here.
From the heavens, big body splash from the top.
He's getting overrun by this onslaught of attacks.
Yeah, and Maivia has really figured the animal out here. Maivia just dominated the animal with that one. Maivia has steel in his sights, looking to put the animal down once and for all.
Takes their breath out. Effective counter.
Goes for the pin.
The end could be near.
And he kicks out of the pin and one.
Unbelievable display of will in the late stages of this matchup. Saw it coming and slowed it down with the back elbow. Good defense there.
And look at this now. Bad intentions coming with this hold. And you can see the arm getting absolutely wrenched.
Able to punch his way out. And just in time, he gets out of there.
Running power slam.
Oh, God.
Stiff headbutt.
Oh, no. Getting in position. What's he planning to do here? The stump puller.
All kinds of pressure and pain being inflicted on the leg by this hold.
Now, even if you survive it, it's going to be hell.
That's it. That's a tap.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him in the cage tonight just reinforced what everyone already knew, that the High Chief is one tough Samoan.
She's not like most girls. She's also not like most WWE superstars. Nia Jax, the reigning queen of the ring, is a reckoning, a force of nature that blitzes right through her competition. A cousin of The Rock, Nia Jax arrived in NXT almost 10 years ago with astronomical expectations. Undaunted, Nia Jax would dominate early opponents, finding herself competing for the NXT Women's Championship mere months after her debut. It did not take long for those running Raw and SmackDown to take notice.
Well, our next pick, Nia Jax.
And Nia Jax would join the Raw roster as part of the 2016 Draft Lottery. And since joining the main roster, absolutely no one has been safe from Nia Jax. She is a two-time women's champion. She is a two-time women's tag team champion. She competed in the men's Royal Rumble match in 2019, even getting an elimination while in the ring.
Nia Jax looking to eliminate. She does.
She's battled standouts like Charlotte, Bayley, and Becky Lynch. And all the while, she has left undeniable destruction in her wake. In the ring, she applies many of the same tactics that once benefited Yokozuna, even using her own version of the Bonsai Drop, known as the Annihilator. And just like its namesake, if it connects, your night is over. And Nia Jax remains driven for even more success, jumping at any opportunity to prove her dominance. This last year, that included entering into the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament after earning victories over Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair. Nia Jax would fight her way into the finals, taking on former NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria. Valkyria built a lot of momentum, defeating Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky to punch her ticket into the final at the Queen and King of the Ring. With an obvious game plan, Lyra would look to stick and move, avoiding the colossal attacks of her opponent. Unfortunately, as often happens when competing against Nia Jax, Lyra made one miscalculation, and that error in judgment provided Nia Jax with the opening she needed to annihilate her competition. This is your opportunity to crown the first queen in Bloodline history. Make Lyra suffer. Make her regret ever entering your ring. Showcase the otherworldly power that forces an entire roster to cower in your presence. Because when you're an irresistible force like Nia Jax, resistance is futile.
And now a dark horse will face an unforgiving titan in hopes to don the crown. Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax in the Queen of the Ring finals.
The following is the final match in the Queen of the Ring tournament. Introducing first, from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
I cannot wait to witness what unfolds here. The irresistible force has been on a tear recently.
And Nia believes the crown already belongs to her. Will Jax's menacing presence and sheer power be too much for Valkyria to overcome? Or can Lyra write a happy ever after ending to her Cinderella story?
Lyra Valkyria fancies herself a Morgan, which is an Irish goddess of war. As they were on the battlefield, they used to take the shape of ravens to fly around and decide who would live and who would die. That is what Lyra Valkyria is bringing to the ring here tonight.
And her opponent, from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria may have read a little too much fantasy in her day, and now is reality. Lyra Valkyria is about to go toe-to-toe with a real-life, fire-breathing dragon in the form of Nia Jax. Nia Jax, who's in the best physical condition of her career, tonight will make someone. Will it be Lyra? Will it be Nia? We'll find out in a matter of moments.
And guys, you win the crown. Guess what waits for you in August?
A date with the champion of your respected brand at SummerSlam.
And there will be a coronation. And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got it caught, though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
I'm not sure this is going to work either.
Jax just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Oh, nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed.
I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is, applying the sleeper to Nia Jax. Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home! Set outside the ring, and Valkyria's got a chance.
Huge window of opportunity. Right now for Lyra Valkyria to strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Lyra Valkyria, one of the best technical wrestlers in NXT Women's Division history.
But the game is about so much more than technique. It's about experience and timing, knowing when to tap into certain parts of your psyche. Nia knows this, and we've seen it for years.
The big question is, does Lyra?
Like a brick wall running into you.
Up in the fireman's carry.
And a foot slam to follow. Boom!
And she wisely heads back to the ring.
The ref continues to count. Real risk of things ending right now. Now propped up in the corner. Look at this. Placed in the tree of woe.
Stuck in the tree of woe.
They are doing whatever they please. Many in the WWE Universe getting their first look at Lyra Valkyria. She's only had 3 main roster matches so far, and they were all in this tournament.
Big wins over Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky over the last 3 weeks. That's an extremely impressive start for Lyra.
Wow, undefeated for 3 weeks? When Nia Jax joined the main roster, she didn't lose a match for over 7 months. And Jax has stayed that dominant for years.
It's a Samoan drop.
And Lyra is brought to a disadvantage now.
Yeah, Nia is just buzzing right through Lyra here. Nia looking to end this thing.
Crashing down. Samoan drop.
Nia Jax is doing whatever she wants. Each Samoan drop. Valkyria crushed in the corner by Jax.
Squashing Lyra in the corner, and the beginning of the end may be near. And Nia now, with Lyra on her back, gonna climb up to the second rope.
This is a scary situation for Lyra. Oh, look at this, maybe not.
No way, there's no way.
Oh, my.
Oh, no! Good night, Annihilator!
Here is your winner and the new Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax!
What a victory to the brand new Queen of the Ring!
Nia said she would do it, and she backed up her claims.
And now the Chief Content Officer of WWE and Triple H going to come in to congratulate Nia Jax, officially crown her the Queen of the Ring.
Absolute dominance by the new Queen.
I'm sure you will agree with your wise man. Many WWE superstars say they will do whatever it takes in order to achieve success. Quite often, it's a bunch of BS. But if you're lucky, you may run into someone who is willing to look out for the group. Someone willing to make sacrifices. And for this family, there was no one better than Rikishi. After the Head Shrinkers run in WWE came to an end, Rikishi, then known as Fatu, would go on a journey of self-discovery. This journey would lead to him taking on the name Rikishi, a subtle nod to his cousin Yokozuna, as well as an opportunity to start fresh with a global audience.
Well, my dad, when he became the Rikishi character, when you think about Samoan wrestlers, right, or mean, or aggressive, he made it like his own flavor, right? He had the blonde hair, still carried the aggressiveness, but I think he just wanted to add like a little flavor to it. But it became even more popular to our culture.
Rikishi blitzed WWE from the jump, devastating opponents with new tricks and winning people over with his fat-ass dance moves.
That Rikishi is fat, all right. P-H-A-T.
And with this wave of newfound momentum came even more success, with Rikishi capturing the WWE Intercontinental Championship and displaying incredible athleticism in iconic moments like when he dove off the top of the steel cage. The year 2000 belonged to Rikishi. But little did anyone know, Rikishi held a dark secret regarding a decision he'd made not for his own benefit, but for the benefit of the family. It was at the 1999 Survivor Series that Stone Cold Steve Austin was hit by a car in the arena parking lot, forcing him from the main event later that night for the WWE Championship. For nearly a year, all of WWE was consumed with figuring out who was driving that damn car and why Austin was targeted in the first place. The verdict came in. The car was driven by Rikishi. Rikishi would stand strong.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. I didn't do it for me. I did it for The Rock.
What?
Rikishi would lay out a years-long gripe that WWE preferred Steve Austin to The Rock, and so Rikishi had made sure that The Rock's only competition had been removed from the picture. Rikishi sacrificed his own popularity to reach this goal. The Rock thrived while Austin was on the shelf. For Rikishi, the struggle and fall was all worth it. Rikishi knew that he would eventually have to face off with the Texas Rattlesnake to answer for his sins, and he welcomed that meeting with open arms. What Rikishi was unprepared for was for WWE to stack the deck entirely, looking to make Rikishi pay for taking out their golden goose. Stone Cold Steve Austin was allowed to drive his truck directly to the ring and was generally given the freedom to do whatever the hell he wanted in the name of revenge. We are going to make things right. This time, when Rikishi and Stone Cold Steve Austin lock horns, there will be no stacking of the deck. Someone willing to give of himself so that his family, this family, can succeed, deserves better. So get in there and showcase the never say die spirit that has led this family to victory time and time and time and time and time and time again. Use whatever weapon you can get your hands on and prove to Stone Cold Steve Austin that you will do anything for the people.
Is it legal to not show up? Rikishi has brutalized Austin lately.
Austin will be here, Byron. I just refuse to think anything else.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a no-holds-barred match. Introducing first, from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 424 pounds, Rikishi!
We have learned more about Rikishi in the last couple of weeks than we knew about him his entire career here in WWE. He said he ran over Austin not for himself, but for The Rock.
Right, and now he's coming out here, and I guess if Austin doesn't show up, the general manager is going to have to come out here and declare this is a forfeit, and Rikishi's going to win it. This man makes me sick. Is he here?
Well, there's the Rattlesnake's music.
He's here. Austin's here.
Stone Cold Steve Austin came here with no fear, no hesitation, just revenge.
His opponent, from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Austin fought for his life to make it back here, to make Rikishi pay.
Now there is no way Rikishi can escape the Texas Rattlesnake.
It's been almost a year since Austin competed in the ring. Austin is a man possessed. Rikishi feels good about running over Austin and said he'd do it again. That man is sick.
Oh, Rikishi made two mistakes. One, trying to end Austin's life. And two, not being man enough to finish the job.
Austin's going to absolutely tee off on Rikishi.
This one is going to get ugly in a hurry.
We now know the sick, demented side of Rikishi. Rikishi almost cost Austin his life. Instead, he's here tonight to finish the job.
Listen, Rikishi has seen members of his family be skipped over while other superstars skyrocketed to unimaginable heights. Rikishi feels it's The Rock's time, not Austin's.
It's been a month of stunning revelations, all leading to the in-ring return of Stone Cold. And Byron, I just cannot see any legitimate reason to run over Stone Cold like Rikishi did last Survivor Series.
I mean, Austin does ruffle the feathers of a lot of people, Michael, but I don't think any of his rivals would go to the disgusting lengths that Rikishi has gone to.
Oof. Caught off guard with a sharp knee. Spine buster! Look at this, just what a barrage of stomps. Oh man, that's like death by 1,000 cuts.
If you're going to grab a kendo stick, you better be prepared to use it.
No doubt about it. This is just an extreme insult to injury. Corey, this situation is so far beyond rational thinking. It's so personal. What does Stone Cold have to do in this one to leave here victorious against Rikishi?
I don't know if you can tell someone who almost lost their life at the hands of their opponent to think rationally. Austin has rage, and win or lose, he's going to unleash it all on Rikishi.
And Stone Cold can't find a way off the blocks.
No one holding Rikishi's family down now, taking out all those years of frustration on Austin here.
We talk a lot. Austin and Rikishi trading heavy artillery on the outside, and here comes the rattlesnake.
Stone Cold Steve Austin fired up and revenge on his mind.
You got to think about how bad Austin has wanted this ever since Survivor Series last year. Been dying to get his hands on Rikishi.
All of that venom, all the vitriol inside of Austin being unleashed on Rikishi right now.
Remember, this is no holds barred. Anything goes.
Austin has Rikishi down. The rattlesnake is red hot. And do you hear this capacity crowd? They want more from Stone Cold. All that he wants to see Rikishi get beaten down like a pile of human filth. Coming back from the outside now.
Stone Cold letting his feelings towards his opponent be well known.
Will he get on with it already? This is a fight.
Rikishi is all business now.
Moves from the ring to the outside.
Call your shot over the left field wall. Somebody's thinking about swinging for the fences.
Into the barricade. Oh, what a right. Man, that's some attitude behind it.
There's been a lot of vitriol coming from fans towards Rikishi these past few weeks, and this Albany crowd is continuing that pattern of disdain.
You think Rikishi cares about the fans, though? No, not at all. He truly believes he's done something for his family, for his people. His family's respect is the only respect he's desperate for.
Hey, that's my water bottle.
Don't worry about that now. Just get out of the way, Saxton.
No, you know what? Stay right there, Saxton.
And he comes in under the ropes now.
Austin getting in his opponent's face. I don't think the censors would like the venom that's coming out of the rattlesnake's mouth right now. Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
Where this is going.
That's a possibility. And Rikishi slows Austin down with a thunderous right.
Austin's in trouble. And now steel chair. Oh, and Austin, he just averted disaster there.
And now Austin gonna deliver the punishment with the steel chair.
A relentless Texas rattlesnake beating Knocking the brakes off of Rikishi with a steel chair.
And again, thunderous blows by Austin. Down goes Rikishi. Austin beating the hell out of him.
I know Austin has good reason to be doing all this, but he could be taking it too far at this point.
I don't think the Rattlesnake is taking it far enough, Corey. Austin wants to put Rikishi's life in danger, just like Rikishi. And here's Austin, looking to end it right now. A defiant kick out after one.
There is no quit in this man tonight.
Rikishi's winning.
Rikishi may have put the exclamation on this one. Austin somehow kicked out. I cannot believe the beating he's been able to endure.
Just dished out his most devastating offense, and you got to be wondering if he's thinking one more time will be the charge.
What impact.
Oh, look at this. Boot right to the throat. Placing him in the corner.
Legs getting tangled in the corner, stuck in the tree of woe. He's got that boot right up against his face. Come on.
And Rikishi enjoying how he's worn down the Rattlesnake throughout this match.
And I bet The Rock is smiling about it too.
Oh, stop that nonsense, Corey.
2 count. Rikishi somehow defangs the Rattlesnake. Damn it. This is not what many of us expected to see. We wanted to see retribution, but Rikishi was too much of a monster for Stone Cold tonight.
The vitriol that consumed Rikishi powered him to finish the job and leave a battered Austin in his rear-view mirror.
His arrival signaled impending doom. His very presence was enough to intimidate even the bravest WWE competitor. His name itself simply meant the end. And if you found yourself standing across the ring from Umaga, you were most certainly coming to the end of your own road. The younger brother of Rikishi, Umaga, was every bit the Samoan bulldozer that his nickname would suggest, mauling opponents with ease, relishing the chaos that he created. A menace to the entire roster, an unrepentant badass, Umaga tortured his prey with high-impact collisions before ultimately sealing their fate with his vaunted Samoan spike, a vicious move used today by Solo Sikoa.
Inside the ring, man, he was just a complete monster. Anybody that stood in front of him, he was gonna wreck him no matter what he had to do. He was just a crazy, wild Samoan. Outside of the ring, man, just a loving guy to be around. A fun uncle, always joking, always barbecuing at his house. I always looked up to him. He was just so cool.
Perhaps an unheralded aspect of Umaga's game was his mastery of mental warfare. Umaga loved to present a wild, out-of-control savage, one who needed manager Armando Alejandro Estrada to handle all the details while he destroyed opponents. Umaga was the perfect definition of the word aura. A two-time intercontinental heavyweight champion, Umaga established himself as one of the purest forms of dominance to ever set foot in a WWE ring. His intense clashes with Batista, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, and Triple H, along with WWE Championship battles against John Cena, still live on in the memories of those who were fortunate enough to watch Umaga perform. And Umaga will live in immortality through every member of this family. Whether it's with a huge Samoan drop, a running bulldozer into the corner, a Samoan spike, or even a war cry in the middle of battle. Umaga is forever.
I wish he was here. I know he's watching from above.
So you, our beloved Us in training, are asked one simple thing here in the WWE 2K25 showcase: to defeat John Cena. You've done that in this mode before, right? Simple. It was at New Year's Revolution in 2007 that Umaga and John Cena first collided for the WWE title. Umaga appeared to be too much for Cena in the minds of many pundits. Undefeated in WWE some 9 months after his debut, and things were going very well for Umaga. Until they weren't. Umaga would see his undefeated streak end by, of all things, a damn roll-up after rushing directly into the outstretched shoes of John Cena. 1 second of luck allowed John Cena to escape the inevitable, and now it's on you to fix it. Head into that ring, showcase Umaga's cruel brutality, and get Umaga the WWE Heavyweight Championship victory that he should have gotten in the first place. I assure you, my dear friend, Armando Alejandro Estrada will make sure nothing else goes wrong if you take care of business inside the ring.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. He can be the next WWE champion, the near 400-pound Umaga. A man that since debuting right after WrestleMania 9 months ago has remained undefeated. And Umaga has been in the ring, Byron, with the best of WWE.
This man looks, moves, and sounds like a movie monster. Except Umaga is for real.
He is a Samoan bulldozer, an 18-wheel version with a mean streak. Big, athletic, strong, and probably going to outweigh John Cena by well over 100 pounds.
Since 1963, the WWE titles only changed hands twice here in Kansas City. That's twice in the last 47 years.
But Umaga is a scary human being. He can easily change that trend right here tonight.
John Cena has a gigantic challenge awaiting him in the ring, but Cena doesn't have a reverse gear.
Absolutely not. The champ only goes one way, and that's straight at you.
John Cena, a 3-time WWE champion, the handler of Umaga, Armando Estrada, trying to control this undefeated challenger.
Once the bell rings, these two are going to go at each other full force.
Lay your ass down for the 3 second tag.
Introducing first, the challenger from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 353 pounds, Umaga! And from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 248 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, John Cena!
Lots of competitors in the back dream for a shot at this title.
Here we go with the WWE Championship on the line. John Cena versus the Samoan Bulldozer Umaga. Big fight feel here in this building.
The undefeated Umaga has set his sights on Cena, and there's nothing left standing in his way. Umaga doesn't just want to beat John Cena. He wants to obliterate him, like he has all his other opponents.
But this is John Cena we're talking about. If anyone can stand up to Umaga's brutality and power, it's him. Cena's going to fight to defend his title with everything he's got.
So much torque on the knee and ankle. Such a unique situation. Here we go with the WWE Championship on the line. John Cena versus the Samoan Bulldozer Umaga. Big fight feel here in this building.
The undefeated Umaga has set his sights on Cena, and there's nothing left standing in his way. Umaga doesn't just want to beat John Cena. He wants to obliterate him, like he has all his other opponents.
But this is John Cena we're talking about. If anyone can stand up to Umaga's brutality and power, it's him. Cena's going to fight to defend his title with everything he's got.
Umaga is truly a specimen to marvel at, Corey, and his handler, Armando Alejandro Estrada, knows he has a thoroughbred on his hands.
There's a difference between thoroughbreds and Umaga, though, Cole. Thoroughbreds can be tamed. Umaga cannot. Estrada can only serve as a mouthpiece for Umaga. He can only help direct Umaga's blind brutality. I think even Estrada knows no one can control the Samoan Bulldozer.
And Umaga will look to continue to use his 100-pound weight advantage in an effort to become the WWE Champion. And Cena's starting to falter here.
Umaga is simply overpowering John Cena right now.
Beautiful dive. More offense like that, and we could be looking at a new champ.
A rare position for Cena in this fight. We can't often say that John's overpowered in a matchup, but this 360-plus pound Samoan Bulldozer is more than a formidable opponent.
Listen, sometimes when there's a fight, you're not always going to be the biggest. You're not always going to be the strongest. And even if that is the case for Cena tonight, John Cena has never met a fight he didn't like.
Cena will try to gain strength from this capacity crowd in Kansas City, but not even that. Maybe not, maybe not! He could have had this wrapped up. Not sure why he let up.
Uh-oh.
Cena turning things around.
Cena tonight attempting to do something no one else has been able to do, be it H.
What's he doing here, Corey?
Just within reach of the ropes and forcing the submission to end.
Counter right when it was needed. Clothesline. That's using your head. Ooh, what a headbutt.
He's getting fired up now, really feeding off this crowd.
This'll do it. Umaga.
Oh, the Samoan spike.
The challenger comes up big.
And I could look at Umaga, and he reminds me of Yokozuna, whose unmatched thickness and size is an orthodox offense.
Look at Umaga's thigh.
Umaga's gonna fly!
He fails to connect.
Ooh, merciless looking blow.
And Cena finds himself on the
double leg takedown, got the shoulders down.
Here we go, for the champion. He just might regret this decision.
Vicious, downright savage club right there.
A completely relentless attack from Umaga.
Cena has no response for Umaga's savage and brutal offense.
Gets out of dodge.
Clothesline!
Nice job dodging contact there.
And Umaga, of course, coming from a very rich heritage. Some of the greatest athletes in any sport come from the Samoan heritage.
Umaga's aggressiveness can be traced back to his bloodline. When you're fighting a Samoan, you are battling a tough, scary human being.
Big blow could be felt throughout the arena.
Hurricanrana.
Look at,
Swinging the elbow to halt the offense.
Superstar setting up.
Oh, what a slam! Planted him.
Oh, sent straight into the corner hard.
The whole ring in between them, and a collision in the corner. And Cena flattened in the corner.
Umaga's just overpowering him. Look at the strength. Into the corner, just setting Cena up.
You have to start to ask yourself, is the end of John Cena near?
I think so. Look
What
out!
a headbutt. No one has been able to stop Umaga. No one.
You are seeing why Umaga is undefeated. Why no one has been able to stop the Samoan bulldozer.
Here comes Umaga, and Cena catches him with a boot. John Cena from behind, rolls him up, shoulders down, and a kick out by Umaga.
And Cena immediately back into the clutches of Umaga.
I'm not sure what else Cena can do here. I'm not sure John Cena knows how to stop Umaga.
And Corey, you know there's no force equal to being on the receiving end of a headbutt from Umaga.
It's in Umaga's DNA. Generations have perfected the art of using their own skull as a weapon that could stop an elephant. Brutal attack from Umaga. He smells Cena's blood in the water.
Pulled in for
Belly to belly. Sometimes I look at Umaga and it just scares me. I think if here it comes! Samoan spike!
The challenger might have what it takes to win this.
kick out. The champion stays alive.
I knew it would take more than that to put the champ away.
That's the cover.
But just how much more is needed? The end could still be right around the corner.
And I think we all know this is only going to...
Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied.
Targeting the shoulder with the claw.
Cena with nowhere to go. Is Cena going to tap out? And would you look at that? He just let go of the submission.
Maybe he did the damage he meant.
Cover. We can have a new champ here. New champion. An undefeated champion.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Champion, Umaga!
This proves it. Truly no one can withstand Umaga. The Samoan bulldozer has wrecked his way straight to the WWE Championship. Cena's...
Hey, in WWE, things move really fast. If you aren't present in the moment, it can feel like a year goes by in only 2 or 3 minutes. That's why you always have to make time to make sure that you check. Hold on. Did I just hear myself say 3 minutes? Stop. Can you believe I'm actually doing Eric Bischoff's shtick? In the early 2000s, few words sent a shudder through the roster like the words 3 minutes, summoning the fearsome duo of Rosie and Jamal, collectively known as the 3-Minute Warning. Initially hired by the aforementioned Raw general manager Eric Bischoff to interrupt anything he didn't find to be entertaining.
You're just not entertaining me. 3 minutes are just about up.
The two instantly made their mark in WWE with their complete and total decimation of anyone that was targeted. Their formula was really simple. Two bruisers with surprising quickness who took pleasure in throwing opponents all around the ring with reckless abandon. And the trail of bodies left in their wake remains a testament to their devastation. Rosie, older brother of your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, and Jamal, who would in time develop his skills further and take the name of Umaga, were about instant gratification. They treated matches like a race, seeing how much damage they could fit into the shortest time possible.
The 3-minute warning with my brother and my cousin, it was just one of the coolest gimmicks of all time to me. It was catchy, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of knew what was happening, and I feel like we all remember when the hit for the first time. You know, the whole Den TV area just lit up.
Every match was a train wreck, as the two would use their size to overwhelm most opponents, coupling that with incredible tag team maneuvers to increase the carnage to its maximum levels. That approach, maximizing damage while minimizing time, was a 3-minute warning signature. The team itself saw its run in WWE last for a little over a year, but in that time managed to make such an impression with the WWE Universe that it still resonates today. They are proof of the impact anyone can make if they capitalize on their opportunities, as 3-minute warning did every single time.
It was a short-lived gimmick, but it was a really cool gimmick, and I just think it shows the versatility of, hey, if you need us to go out there and tell you a Broadway story, I'll cover 2 hours if you like. But if you need us to come out in 3 minutes to make an impact, we can do that too. But you gotta be really good to be thrown in there with the very, very best in the industry. I'm getting all pumped and proud, you know, for my brother and my cousin right now, just thinking about it.
Here in the WWE 2K25 showcase, we have selected another team that embodies the same mindset in Akam and Razor the AOP. Similar to Jamal and Rosie, these two look to inflict the most pain in the most efficient manner. Like 3-minute warning, AOP happily dispatches when summoned. Like 3-minute warning, AOP features two Goliaths who will hurl your body from pillar to post before finally bringing it all to a most painful conclusion. It's up to you in this Extreme Rules contest to beat the AOP to the punch and showcase the Wrecking Crew approach that made 3-minute warning the premier bruiser squad in all of WWE. And don't worry, we will give you more than 3 minutes to make that fact perfectly clear. As a matter of fact, take your time and enjoy dishing out the punishment.
AOP is here, ready to wreak havoc. And they want to prove 3-minute warning has nothing on them.
Two roughneck teams ready to use this Extreme Rules stipulation to the fullest.
The following contest is a tag team extreme rules match. And accompanied by Paul Ellering and a combined weight of 620 pounds. Akon and Razor, the authors of pain.
AOP look unintimidated by the task at hand. They are totally prepared for the merciless tandem of 3-minute warning.
You know, there's actually a lot in common between these two teams in terms of tactics and physicality.
And guys, the authors of pain now have 3 minutes.
Pain and a combined weight of 770 pounds. Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Authors of Pain versus 3-minute warning is a recipe for brutality and ruthless carnage.
And that's in a regular match, Cole. This is Extreme Rules.
These two hit squads are going to tear each other apart.
3-minute warning made a career out of demolishing anyone who got in their way. Why would AOP be any different?
Because that's exactly what AOP does too. They play the same game as 3-minute warning.
We got 3-minute warning and the Authors of Pain clashing tonight in what should be a harrowing Extreme Rules match. Considering the teams involved here, it comes as no surprise that we have medical teams standing by backstage.
Yeah, these are two of the most merciless and physical teams we've ever seen. Lasting bodily harm isn't just highly probable in this match, it's essentially guaranteed.
Well, I, for one, can't wait to see what these teams do with the rules thrown out the window. They're free to be as creative as they want in their pursuit of absolutely annihilating one another.
Many would call the AOP and 3-minute warning equally brutal.
Hold on, is he thinking of a submission here? Looking like John Henry swinging the hammer like that.
He's no longer looking at his best.
Rosie out and up.
How do you get out of this? Oh, look at that. What a great counter.
I can't watch this anymore. Just someone make it stop.
Holding nothing back, striking over and over again. There has to be permanent damage being done right now.
Come on, stop this. Your point's made. No need to keep on doing this. His body is showing the effects of this match.
Yeah, but no one has ever won an Extreme Rules match by playing it safe.
Watching the hardcore style of 3-minute warning, both of these men are from the hood, so to speak. Grew up in the streets, brought up to be tough. Rosie and Jamal have a rough tenacity.
A duo that couldn't care less about headlocks. They're just all about beating the hell out of you. 3-minute warning's thug-like tactics need to be respected.
Rosie and Jamal only care about one thing, and that's the winner's purse.
He's certainly feeling that attack.
Kick right to the body. Goes.
This superstar has control of their opponent, driving them down to the canvas. And what's next? From the middle rope. What a splash from the middle rope.
3-minute warning might just be done messing around.
Just look at the size of all these superstars. The ring had to be reinforced before this match. Over 30.
Take it over.
Go for the win here.
Oh, turning the pin around.
I don't know why he just called off the pin attempts.
Hopefully he has a strategy.
Driven down.
Ow! Big splash.
Dropped right on their face.
He has to be in a world of hurt here.
Yeah, Extreme Rules matches eventually take their toll on everyone. Akon avoids the attack. Oof!
Off the right hand. What are they planning here? Off the ropes, the senton.
Man, Rosie and Jamal, Akon and Razor representing the biggest, most imposing teams WWE.
Slamming their opponent into place. Curious to see what's coming next from the second rope.
Huge splash! Forget it. AOP just fell to their demise.
Legs caught. Jamal going up. Covered late in the match.
That's gotta be it.
Kick out.
I am shaking my head in disbelief over how he managed to get the shoulder up. This is a whole new level of chaos and brutality.
Dragging them out. There's a slam. Sending them up in the corner. What does this superstar have planned? Gonna climb to the second rope.
Splash! Terrible position for April.
2. Rosie and Jamal survive. Extreme Rules.
Here are your winners, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Gotta give it up to 3-minute warning. In a contest between two of the most badass squads we've ever seen, they were the tougher competitors.
Yeah, but AOP certainly made 3-minute warning earn this win. Just think about all the carnage we witnessed here tonight.
We've come to the part of the showcase where we get to talk about Tamina. Ever since walking in WWE, shoulder to shoulder with the Usos, Tamina's alliance with this dynasty has never been in question.
I remember watching Monday Night Raw and I seen Tamina debut with my brothers. It was a pretty cool, dynamic, right? Two of my brothers and Tamina.
Together, Tamina and the Usos helped each other navigate through a trial-filled first year in WWE, making sure they all survived together. In later years, Tamina has formed alliances with both Naomi and Nia Jax, honoring this family's connection. While Tamina has looked to create her own name in the industry, she has never missed a chance to acknowledge her place in this family either. Trained by Afa and Sika, the wild Samoans, Tamina was instilled with the same instincts that have carried each member of this family to wrestling glory. Her in-ring approach is similar to many in the Bloodline. Quick striking, high-impact attacks, and smothering holds. As capable with a super kick or a big splash as anyone else, Tamina has maintained a remarkable level of success in her WWE career. A constant contender, Tamina has competed for the Women's Championship on many occasions. She's also held the Women's Tag Team Championships along with 9 separate reigns as the 24/7 champion. Tamina has proven capable in any environment against any opponent. Tamina is always the perfect test for a rising contender. Defeating Tamina proves that you're at the top of your game, and she will always expose those who aren't quite ready yet. Taking her lightly is the easiest way to book your visit to the local medical facility. Tamina has taken part in many memorable moments, but in the 2K25 showcase, we're going to give you the chance to make history. In the first ever women's Money in the Bank match, Carmella, of all people, would walk out victorious after letting someone else do all the work. Tamina, Becky Lynch, Natalya, and Charlotte Flair were all robbed of a great opportunity that night by Carmella. So this is your chance to make it right. Showcase Tamina's grit and take out the other 4 ladies in this ladder match to become the first ever winner of the Women's Money in the Bank. Carmella might still sneak out with the win, but if she does, she's doing it on her own because we're not allowing anyone else at ringside for this match in our showcase.
We are making history tonight here in St. Louis, the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
The following is the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Introducing first, from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair looking to become a Triple Crown champion. Every title, every opportunity she has put in front of herself, she has seized. This is a night where careers change forever.
You're right, Cole. You can feel it. Legends are going to be made. Careers defined. Hearts broken. This is Money in the Bank.
And Byron, Becky Lynch with a very astute point. I rip off arms. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Next, from Bloodline, Becky Lynch.
To add to that, Michael, I talked to Becky earlier and I asked, are you nervous about this? She said, yeah, I'm a little nervous, but I'm more excited than anything because I get to be part of history.
Becky Lynch, the first woman drafted to SmackDown, first SmackDown Women's Champion. Can she become the first Miss Money in the Bank?
Well, you can feel the excitement the moment they brought out the ladders before this show started. There is a big fight feel right here in St. Louis.
There's a big fight coming. Tamina, perhaps the most dominant superstar in this match.
And I guarantee she is not fazed by taking on 4 different opponents in a ladder match.
From the Pacific Islands, Tamina.
This is a milestone moment that is being watched all over the world.
And Tamina is hoping to live up to her family's legacy. She wants that briefcase. She wants that title. It's in her blood.
Mella is money, and she is as confident as ever.
Making her way to the ring from Staten Island,
Byron, Carmella's made a couple of good points recently, saying, I was the last woman drafted in the WWE draft last summer. How big of a chip is on her shoulder?
Well, she's got a huge chip on her shoulder. And also, don't forget, Carmella has had some major victories lately, so she has all the fuel you could need heading into a match of this type.
Natalya, another superstar who walks into this match thinking she has legacy on her side tonight.
and from Couple, Alberta, Canada, Natalya.
Every last woman in this match has chased this opportunity so fiercely. They have chased the championship, perhaps none more so than Natalya.
Winning Money in the Bank would certainly go a long way to helping Natalya prove she too is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Winning that briefcase is like taking the proverbial express lane to success.
This new generation of female superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here. Tamina, Charlotte, Carmella, Natalya, and Becky Lynch looking to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase to become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank. Short clothesline hits its mark.
Tamina landing heavy offense on Charlotte.
Charlotte thought tonight would be an ascension to her throne. Tamina's here to ruin that dream.
A shot like that to the ego could really shake you up mentally.
Remember, the first woman to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase will become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. No countouts, no disqualifications in this match.
Everybody is coming in with a different strategy, but remaining close is the key. Luck is going to play a part, but you'll increase your odds if you stay close to a ladder and close to the briefcase.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip her arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Some serious damage to the arm being inflicted here.
You want to control the tempo, you want to dictate the pace. That right there is how you do it.
Tamina not caring that Becky's a fan favorite. The crowd's adulation is meaningless. All that matters is the contract suspended above the ring.
Tamina's been showing so much dominance in this match.
Three second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
She's stretching, but can she get a ring?
All eyes are glued high above the ring.
You can see Charlotte's expert game plan experiencing a minor hitch there. She's getting that table right where she wants it.
She clearly has something in mind.
One step ahead there. The contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
Right to the kidneys from behind. Ooh, she puts the brakes on that. Climbing up those ropes now.
Oof. Talk about force. Take off.
Meanwhile, Lynch returning back to the ring.
Man, oh man, took that crucial leap of faith, and no one was there.
Looking for something, anything under the ring.
And Carmella with a takedown looking good. Close-on submission is locked in.
Submission maneuver is locked in. Let's go. She just released the hold.
Maybe she has something better in mind. She's on noodle legs, not looking good.
Getting that lock.
From the middle rope. Taking Hurricane Run. Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy.
Trying to roll.
Seems to be struggling a bit up there.
Yes. Nice reversal by Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte driving Tamina, and both tumble to the floor.
Both women crashing down hard. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, the first to her feet, surveying the situation.
Oh, my God, Tamina into the steps.
Well, you are seeing a heightened level of aggression, heightened level of intensity from all these competitors because of the stakes involved.
Guys, where's Charlotte going?
Flair looking to up the ante now from the top.
Oh my goodness, taking out everybody.
The Queen rising to the occasion.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen.
Natalya turns the tables.
Ouch! She goes under the ropes, back inside.
Look at this.
And now this conflict is on its way right by our announce table.
In another minute, the chaos could be right on top of us.
She's looking even worse for wear now.
If she can turn things around here, I'll be speechless. Off the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
She's taking the fight to where it needs to go to.
No sign of fear in her now. Wait, is she? Yep, looking for the submission.
Outright presentation of power there. Got the submission, but that's not going to... Trying to maneuver out and successfully. Oh, wow, impactfully, too.
Dragon screw ankle breaker.
Targeting the ankle.
She's bringing the fight outside. Carmella stepped to the outside. Well, there she goes.
History on the line. Guaranteed championship opportunity. Nothing but carnage happening in this one.
5 women fighting for their key to destiny, willing to go through hell for it.
That's gotta hurt.
Sent out of the ring the hard way. And she's fine taking this to the outside.
Becky Lynch looking to embarrass her opponent. This is what you do when you're looking to do more than win a match. You're looking to hurt someone.
Headed up that ladder. Center of the ring. She's in place. Can she end this here?
Hands must be shaking up there, making it difficult to capture glory.
And able to beat Natalya to the punch.
Oh, nothing fancy with that boot.
Setting the ladder up in the corner.
They're delivering the chop. Natural selection.
The Queen has put an opponent in the dirt, and now the ladder to her throne awaits.
She's getting that ladder exactly where she wants it.
A crucial step.
Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts to climb, but needs to move quickly. Working on the hook here.
The longer this goes, the more likely we can see a hard crash back to the canvas.
Things are looking a little rocky for her.
Yeah, but when ladders are part of the match, you really can't expect anything less.
What a Samoa drop. She's looking winded now.
This deep into the ladder match, the last thing you want is to start breaking down. Back into the ring now.
That's not how you're supposed to use a ladder. Becky with a takedown, looking for the disarmer. Can she cinch it in? The disarm her! Just looking to do some damage. This hold can't even decide the match.
On this trap, but she gets away.
And Carmella with a takedown, looking for it. Locked in! It's locked in!
Using the...
They're not going to settle for this. She's doing whatever she can to escape, and she does.
You can sense it. This crowd is on pins and needles.
The WWE Universe is ready to erupt. Are we close to the beginning of the end?
The boat, Natalya.
Lynch has got it.
She's trying to slip out of...
She can tap out all she wants. It's not going to put an end to the suffering.
And look at her giving up. She's quitting, but it doesn't save her from the hold here. Climbing up, but is there enough time to go for the win?
Needs to move quick here.
This might be her chance.
Might be a little overzealous going for it here.
Too late to stop now, though.
This is where steady nerves are a necessity.
This very well might be the
Yeah, Lynch possibly biting off more than she can chew at this point. Big time clothesline. Good grief.
And that's some late match offense from Tamina.
Yeah, you get the sense that Tamina is tapping into another level here, and it could pay off.
What impact! Right in the kisser.
Boom! So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal. Boom!
Lynch lands hard ringside. Kidding me! She's tossed right out of the ring. Setting the ladder up in the center of the ring.
Almost touching the prize at this point.
Headed up that ladder. Center of the ring.
She's going for it.
She certainly is. She can do it.
Becky Lynch goes through, and she's...
Face first into the chair.
I think that opened her up.
Oh, man, yes, it definitely did.
Just a savage attack.
Oh, man, now it's looking worse for the wearer.
Way up high, all the way down with an atomic drop.
This could be the beginning of the end.
Uh-oh. Disarmer! Disarmer! Submission maneuver is locked in.
And the agony has no reason to end as we see her tapping out in pain.
Forced to the outside. Not a good predicament to be in. She's back in the ring now. Strong suplex. Taking this match to the outside. Forearms for the second rope.
Driving down.
She's setting the ladder up dead center.
Oh, her eyes are on the prize now.
Off the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
Trying to reach it. Trying to win.
The crowd is going absolutely crazy right now.
The boat, Natalya, doing what she does best. Sharpshooter applied.
And she's tapping, but it doesn't even matter. It can't save her here.
That is in position. Gonna make the climb.
Climbing the ladder now, but to what end? And now Tamina sent ringside. Effective arm drag.
It looks like she's following her up the ladder.
That's because she is Saxton, and we know that sort of thing never ends well. And she is not going to let just anybody waltz right up that ladder. Forearm, it's a long way down.
Battling it out apart. She's driving.
Lynch. Suplex roll through into the armbar submission. Disarmer is cinched.
She's trapped in the
And the agony has no reason to end.
The boat, Natalya, doing what she does best. Sharpshooter applied. She can tap out all she wants. It's not going to put an end to the suffering.
Look at this. This can't be good. And she's making her way to the top rope here.
She's locked in, looking to go for something big.
Look out. Straight jacket locked in. Off the mark with that one.
Becky Lynch, manhandle slam.
As the wrist trapped. How humiliating. Just kicks to the face. And that attack to the head, no doubt rocked her a bit.
Becky Lynch setting up for her. Oh, no, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Right into the disarmer.
She's going to tap. And she's trying to ask for mercy, but not even tapping out can help her. We might want to get mobile, boys.
Let's hope the visit to our desk is only temporary.
Tamina gets out of harm's way.
She's getting back into the ring, under the ropes.
Great timing on that knee to the gut.
Climbing up, but is there enough time to go for the win? Reaching for the prize.
Every second up there is allowing the opposition to recover.
Better hurry.
And her body is being pushed well past the breaking point.
At this point, I think we have serious cause for concern. Needs to move quick here.
This might be her chance.
Natalya trying to reach out for the contract.
With a history books and a hurt name once more.
Off the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
This is the chance. Could be the only one.
Any opening could be the opening. You just have to go for it. Dropping bombs, trying to escape, and they do.
Down they go. What a move. She's heading outside the ring now.
Lynch letting her opponent know who's in charge.
Natalya with natty by nature.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly.
Oh, look at her. Oh, this is going to be nasty. Guys, this is going to be nasty.
Oh, this is Natalya's wheelhouse.
Standing precariously on the announce desk. Sharpshooter applied.
And look at her giving up. She's quitting, but it doesn't save her from the hold here. She's heading out of the ring. Countouts are not a factor for her.
Drops the leg, picking up speed.
Nothing fancy about that.
Bringing this back into the ring.
As their opponent hooks.
Manhandle slam.
With a velocity into the table.
Leg drop bulldog. Set out mat slam.
There's the crucifix, nicely done.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Taking the action to the outside.
Might be taking a breather here.
Suicide. She wants it one more time.
Big splash.
Bye-bye, Carmella. I don't think she'll be climbing a ladder after that.
Big boot.
Went after the head and neck again.
Maybe trying to rattle the opposition's balance.
Getting the ladder into position here.
Picked the perfect spot, too.
Headed up that ladder. Boy. The prize is in sight. But is it in reach?
I assure you, this is even harder than it looks.
Trying not to fumble around too much here.
Working on the hook here.
This is a risky play, but could be the only opportunity of the match.
She's got it in her hands.
Can she end it here?
Tamina might have it here.
That's it. Tamina has the briefcase. Tamina is Miss Money in the Bank.
The winner of the